Hey guys, Fresh Pilot here today with another video on NeoFly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. In today's video we're going to be flying from where we left off, Echo Golf Lima Yankee at Newton Abbot, up to a place called that, however you want to say that. We'll go for Shillingstone. It's a much easier to say than Iwerne Minster. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, it's a very short flight, a bit like yesterday. I know I said I was going to do a longer one, but I'm still getting used to the sim and how it flies. So a nice little 8-mile flight, 874 pay. And I think what we'll do is we'll see what's actually in the aircraft market when we land at this new destination, because I do really want to start flying the King Air. I do miss that plane, but we have to start off with something, and that's a Cessna. But what we can do is take a loan out and look for a better plane. But currently at the place we're at the moment, there is no King Air, so we've got to try and fly somewhere that has got one. So until that happens, we'll stick with the Cessna, and we'll keep flying nice little short routes and making a bit of money on the way. So anyway, let's click fly on that. Connect and fly. You do not have enough fuel. Bear with me a second, guys. Let me just sort this out. So that's something I completely forgot what we've got to do. We've got to buy some fuel. So let's buy a full tank, I suppose. And then I'm guessing that takes it out of our budget. Yeah. Well, it's not done anything yet, but I think we're now fueled up. Oh, cost. Well, that's cost of the aircraft. What's that cost? 400,000 for a tank of fuel? No chance, mate. No chance. Right. Where were we? Flying. So we need 455. We're missing 115 pounds of payload. Let's head into the sim. We'll get that up. And that should now start the mission. Missing 38. We need a little bit more. There we go.
Transporter from dispatch. Good morning. The cargo mission will start as soon as you get on your plane, in the parking.
Yeah, we're there in the parking.
Transporter form
We're
dispatch. Ready. Loading cargo. Please stand by.
Okay, we're loading the cargo. We should probably actually put where we're going in the FMS. That'd be a good start. So flight plan, origin is... where's me E? There it is. Echo Golf Lima Yankee. We'll go other way on that. Newton Abbot. Press enter on that. I don't know what runway we're on. And then let me just quickly grab the
cargo is loaded. You can start your mission.
Echo Golf Foxtrot uniform. So Echo. Should be a nice quick flight, as we say. And we shall see what planes are for sale at the other place. I want that King Air. Echo. Come on. Golf. Foxtrot. Uniform. Ranston airstrip. So we might have a tarmac runway instead this time of a little grass field. That'd be nice. Not feeling like I'm going to destroy my plane, because obviously I have got damage on and everything. With NeoFly, if you do damage your plane, that's it. You lose your plane, you charges you have to buy a new plane, take a loan out. And I know that because I was taxiing and I think my wing clipped something when I was testing out NeoFly, and I was just like, it got rid of my plane, it wouldn't let me fly anywhere. I was like, oh my god. And I was really mad, but at the same time I thought, yeah, it's kind of realistic when you think about it. If you clip your plane wing, then that's it. You can't fly your plane. So anyway, we've got our flight planning now. We'll get our landing lights on, bring our make sure our mixtures, oh, there we go. Landing lights are on. Strobe, nav, bloody blah. Everything's all good on our avionics. Engine is on. I'm gonna bring our flaps down for takeoff. Great. We'll pop our parking brake on, make sure that's on. We'll just build up the revs a little bit. Okay, our parking brake isn't on. Now our parking brake's on. Build up our revs. Take that off. Just have a nice, steady departure, because this is a bumpy runway and we don't want to cause any damage to the hull of our aircraft, because that's also another thing what NeoFly does. If you damage the hull or the engine, you overstress it, it's going to charge you for it. Kind of running out of runway here. Those trees are not in an ideal place. Right, we're all good to take off. That's it. That's the end of runway there. So
Transporter, good flight.
make a right turn, quite a sharp one, so we don't clip a tree. Perfect. Okay, so our ETA is literally 8 minutes. This is not going to take long at all. Obviously, when we get the King Air as well, we'll do a lot more flight planning. In terms of, we'll look for bigger airports, ILS approaches, using the VOR stations for navigation, and things like that. We'll try and be a bit more realistic about it all. We've got a nice climb going on here. Very cloudy, as I say, very low ceiling. Probably stay below it as well, there's no point trying to climb above it with 6 minutes left on the journey. And I'm hoping, if it is a asphalt runway, it's going to be much easier to spot today. I had a nightmare trying to spot that grass strip yesterday. If you watch that video, you'll know exactly what I mean. Alright then. Stick autopilot on now. We're on the magenta line on the flight plan. Let that do its thing. We're still controlling our altitude. Just keeping an eye on that speed. Our flaps did go up, didn't they? Yeah, flaps are up. Awesome. So we are relatively heavy, so just got to keep an eye on that speed. Really, what I should, in theory, do as well with the fuel is set it to what it's set in NeoFly to keep it realistic, but I'm not sure if they match up perfectly or anything like that. So when NeoFly thinks you've run out of fuel, that's when you have to put more in NeoFly. I'm just not entirely sure how it charges you, because obviously you have to pay for the fuel, but it hasn't charged me, so maybe it does it after the mission, after we've landed, or when we took off from the airport. It might have charged us then, so who knows. Where's our autopilot taking us? Where you going, mate? Yeah, another thing I wanted to speak about today is actually the gear I use for flight simming. So I've got a honeycomb yoke, which is pretty perfect for the stuff we're doing today, general aviation. You've got all the buttons on it you want, easy to turn the plane on, easy to, you know, use all the lights because it's all on the yoke. The master, the battery, avionics is all on the yoke. Turning on the engine is on the yoke. Very handy. Should probably level off here. I've got the Cytec throttle quadrant. Turn that off. And I've also got some Thrustmaster rudder pails, which I'm not too sure on the model for. They're just the cheap-ish plasticky ones, about 80 quid, something like that, I think. But they do the job. I used to have the Cytec ones, but I did sell a lot of my gear when I sort of lost the love for flight simming. But I'm trying to get it back. I bought a few things now, so I'm relatively happy with what I've got. Relatively easy to fly, and I do definitely recommend the. Honeycomb yoke. Is that the airport or a traffic? think it's the airport. Wow, this plane needs trimming down. Let me trim it down a bit. Wants to fly up. Or get on the nose. Yeah, I think that's the airport. We really could do with probably descending a little bit more, but we'll wait till we have a visual on it first. Again, another £1,000 in the bank. It's not going to be enough to buy a £3 million aircraft, but you know, that's what loans are for. It would be great if we could see which way the runway is heading, so I can start to adjust the aircraft. Still got 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the airport then. One thing I'm not aware, obviously, as well is, and I'm guessing it will be the case, as you get further on with the badges, so you do your jet license and all that, I'm guessing the routes can get longer, because I don't think an 8-mile-an-hour journey in an A320 or a 747 is going to be particularly fun. So I don't know, that might be traffic. I have no idea. Could be traffic, it could be the airport. It's definitely not the airport. I've been following that. It's definitely not the airport. I've been following that freaking red dot and not my flight plan. Nice one. 1 minute left as well. Right, best keep our eyes out then. Obviously we'll fly straight over it as well, and once we see it we'll work out which direction we need to come from. Oh, got it? No. God, it's so twitchy sometimes. Right, there it is. That's a bit more of a runway, but it's got a big drop off at the end of it. Very big drop off. That is going to be an interesting approach. Right then. Question is, which way do we come at it? I think we'll turn left. Yeah, I think we'll make a left turn, fly downwind, head over to those fields over there, make another left turn to loop back round on ourselves, and we'll be very careful of that drop off at the end of the runway. And there, look, it drops into a bit of a valley there as well, and it's not a long runway. This is gonna be fun. At least this area has somewhere we can turn off and park up at, though, with those buildings there, unlike the last one. Keeping an eye on that speed. Cricket pitch down there. God, they love the cricket down in Southwest, I'm telling you. They're everywhere. So yeah, this sort of hill over here with the trees on it, we'll use this to turn left, and then we'll use that field on the other side of those trees as sort of like to loop round and follow that field, so we'll basically just loop round the trees. We'll be very careful when we make this turn to the left as well. Flaps are full for this landing. Make that left turn. And there's the airfield. Whoa, speed. That's gone way too fast. Let's try and get rid of some of that speed. There we go. Right then. See how this goes. Gotta really watch that ridge. Stalling out now, perfect. Cross runway. Let's let it stall onto the floor. Get down.
Transporter from
There we go.
dispatch.
We're
Nice
down.
landing. Go to the next parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Perfect. I'm not too far off the end though, I must admit. Let's bring it around. We'll taxi back down the runway to those buildings over there. Make sure I don't kick my dog whilst I'm taxiing. He's laid at my feet currently, so I'm too much of a softie and just could not move him before the flight. Left turn's just coming off here, right in front of us. There we go. Another clunky flight done. But we didn't die again, that's the most important thing. I haven't wrote an aircraft off yet, which I am extremely surprised about. Don't really know where to pull up. I think just in this little bit of... Don't want to move. Right, I think just here. End of the day, it's a cargo mission. There's the cargo door, we'll say.
Transporter from dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
Fantastic. Someone's coming to take a cargo. I put the parking brake on, right? I can't remember. On. Yep. You can hear him taking cargo away and back. Oh, flaps up. And then we'll shut her down. Landing lights off. Battery off as well. Back to cold and dark. Put a yoke back on. Wait for them to finish what they're doing, and then we'll take a look at our money, what we've made. I probably will do a few flights off camera every now and again as well, just for the longer boring ones. Any time today back there, you're making a fair racket. Not a bad looking place, is it? In the southwest of England. Right, I think they're done.
Transporter, another cargo mission well done. Thanks and see you soon.
Fantastic. See you soon. Right, let's head back into NeoFly. Oh, it's took all our fuel again. I'm not sure whether this is a bit of a bug what's happening here, to be honest. Anyway, we've got our money. Nope. There's no King Air. Won't mind learning a Bonanza though. I quite like the Bonanza. I just don't know. I'm not fancying the Cessna. It's a bit slow, and could probably get something a bit faster. But for the time being, it will do. Let's head into our finance. There's our latest mission income. So we've got 11,582. And yeah, that was quite a successful flight. We'll try and fly somewhere just as interesting on the next one. But until then, guys, I'm Fresh Pilot, and enjoy the rest of your day.